Hi everyone, my name is Kelly Hedrick and I am a kindergarten teacher at Carnes Elementary, and I am super excited to be hanging out with you guys today. We are going to work on a science lesson for kindergarten. It's activity 2 for summer, and all the activities and handouts can be found at the student under the student resource tab on the Knox County website. And also, when you're finished with this, I really hope that you will share with me, of course, with your parents' permission, a picture of what you learned and what you have designed for me today. So if you're having a hard time understanding this video, there are a couple things that you can do. First, you can try to turn on your closed captions if available. You can adjust the playback speed to slow down the video. Consider watching short clips and then pause, listen, and watch again. Or you can ask someone at your house to watch them with you, and you can stop frequently, talk to your partner, and you guys can talk about what you heard and understood. Okay? So let's take a look at what we're going to do today. So today we're going to look at different types of paper, and we're going to determine which paper is the strongest or the most durable. Now, when we talk about strongest and durable, those kind of mean the same thing. They mean when something is strong or durable, it can hold up something. So you're going to be using paper today to determine which is the strongest and most durable to build a house out of paper, right? It's going to be fun. So to do this, I want to go back and look at a very old fable, a story that has been told many, many times in many different ways, a story that you may or may not be familiar with. It's the story of the three little pigs. And in this story, these three guys or gals, they build their homes, their own little homes, and they use a bunch of different materials with different properties to build their home. And by the end of this story, we are going to be able to determine by looking at these materials and their properties what we think was the best choice, which little pig made the best choice. So let's go ahead and look at our story. In the first little picture, you can see that once upon a time, there was a mommy pig, and that mommy pig had 3 little pigs. Well, mommy pig had taken care of them for so long that she told them that they needed to go out on their own and build their own homes. So what did they do? Well, the first little pig, he went off to build his home, and he found straw or hay. Sometimes it's called hay. Sometimes you hear straw. He used straw. I have some straw right here. This is what straw looks like, and you can see there's a picture down there at the bottom as well that shows you what straw looks like. He decided to use straw to build his house. He built it, and he was so proud of his house. But in this fable, there is a big bad wolf. And that big bad wolf came along to that first little pig's house, and he said, I will huff, and I will puff, and I will blow your house in. And the little pig said, no, Mr. Wolf, please don't. But guess what? He huffed, and he puffed, and he blew that house in. So the poor little first pig no longer had his little house. Let's see what the second pig did. The second little pig thought, well, I'm going to use sticks to build my house. Got some sticks right here. He said, I'm going to use sticks to build my house, and it's going to be a lot stronger. So he did, and he built a beautiful home with his sticks. And that big bad wolf, he just decided he was going to try to do the same thing to pig number 2. and he came along and he said, I will huff and I will puff and I will blow your house in. So, anybody guess what happened? Yeah. Unfortunately, the big bad wolf huffed and puffed so much that all these little sticks went, and he no longer had his home. Let's check out the third little pig. The third little pig, can you all see what he or she is using? That's right, a brick, or more than one brick. He's using bricks to build his home. Looks like he's doing a pretty good job too. So guess who comes along? The big bad wolf. You guessed it. The big bad wolf comes along and he says, I will huff and I will puff and I will blow your house in. So he did. He huffed and he puffed and he blew and he blew, but nothing happened. That last little pig is just sitting there in his nice cozy house and nothing is happening. So the three little pigs lived happily ever after in the third little pig's cozy little house. So, I wonder if we can determine which of the three materials that the three little pigs used was the strongest or the most durable. Now, we're going to take a look at those three things, and we're going to look at their properties and determine what they have, what they look like. Are they soft? Are they hard? Are they durable? Are they strong? Are they kind of flimsy? If a big wind came up, like in a thunderstorm, or if a wolf came along and blew the house down, would it stay up? I don't know. Let's look. I have my straw here. Let's take a look at this straw. When I look at this straw, and you can see in your very first picture that that's a picture of a straw as well. And that's also a picture, if you have the activity number 2 handout, it's also on there as well. So this is straw. When I'm looking at this straw, I can see that it is, and I can feel it too. It makes a nice little sound. Can you hear that sound? And it's also very flimsy. It's very light. It's not a heavy material. It's light. I think that if it can bend very easily, and I think that if I were to blow it, it would move. You see that? Yeah, it moves. So I wonder, the first little pig used this as his material for his house, and as soon as that wolf came up and blew his house, that straw probably just went everywhere. So this probably, what do you think? Is it the strongest material to build that house? Probably not. Let's take a look at the sticks. The second pig used sticks, right? So I have a couple of different sticks here. I've got some smaller sticks. I've got a bigger stick, and it's actually pretty thick. It's thick. Now, sticks have little like edges or little parts of them that stick out. So I wonder if it's easier to build a house with sticks because they can kind of stick together. Sticks also can be pretty tough. They're pretty durable. However, they still can't break. Probably the thicker your stick, the better. The thin ones break a little bit easier. So if you have really good thick sticks, then sticks might be a really good option. Was it a good option for the second little pig? Not really. It really wasn't, was it? Yeah, he lost his house too when the big bad wolf came and blew his house down. Oh, so we have one more material to look at. The third little pig, do you remember what he used? That's right, he used brick. So, I have a brick here, and this brick is pretty heavy. Heavy. Remember, the straw was light. This brick is really heavy, and if I knock on it, it's pretty hard too. It's not really, I can't break it, and it's really, and you can see here, it's actually, this one has some mortar on it too, and I know in the Three Little Pigs story that we read, there was mortar on the brick also. The mortar is what holds it together. And in the picture too, you can see that there's some mortar on it. That's how the bricks stick together. It dries and it becomes really hard and they stick together. So, if I had to look back and think back to my story of the Three Little Pigs, I remembered that the last little pig was sitting nice and cozy in his house, and his house was made of bricks. I think I remember the wolf trying to huff and puff and blow his house down, but it just didn't happen. So if you're looking at your sheet, your handout sheet, there's a part on there, and it's think about the story of the Three Little Pigs. What materials did they use to build homes? We talked about the straw and the sticks and the bricks. Now I want you to circle the material that was the most durable or the strongest. Which one of those pigs chose the strongest or more durable material? Go ahead and circle that real quick. What do you think? I picked bricks. And if you picked bricks too, I think that was a really good choice. Now, let's look at the next part. This is where it's going to get super fun. Okay, so I have a project for you to work on. We're going to take the story of the Three Little Pigs, and now we're going to build our own house. However, I'm going to give you the material that I want you to use, but you to choose the material that's the best, the strongest, the most durable to make a really sturdy house. So we're going to look at different types of paper that you just have around your house, different types of paper, and we're going to determine by its properties which paper we think would be the most durable or strongest to build a house. Okay, are you ready? So here's your next task. On this page that I'm showing you, there's a graph. So I need you to collect a couple different types of paper. Now, you can collect 3 pieces, 3 different kinds, 4, 5. There's enough for 5. So I'm going to give you just a couple minutes to find those products. Make sure that you ask mom and dad before you take it. Make sure that they're okay with you taking it. And very important, make sure that you always put it back and clean up as soon as you're finished, okay? Okay, so if you need to, you can pause the video and go and collect your supplies. If you don't want to pause the video, then I'm gonna sing Who's Afraid of the Big Bad Wolf a couple times, and it'll give you a chance to sing along with me while you're collecting. Does anybody know the song? If you don't, I bet you'll catch on pretty quickly. Are you ready? Okay. Oh, sorry, before you do that, we need to talk about a couple different types of papers that you can use. So, look, there's newspaper, there's toilet paper, there's paper towels, wrapping paper, cardboard, anything that you can find in your house, okay? Any type of paper. You can even use a paper plate or wax paper. But do remember to ask mom and dad before you get it, okay? Deal? Okay. So I'm going to sing the song. Pause if you need to, and you may find your stuff. Are you ready? Okay. Go. Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? The big bad wolf, the big bad wolf. Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? La 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 la. Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? The big bad wolf, the big bad wolf. Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? Tra la 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 la. Oh, looks like you guys are getting some good things. Feel free to sing with me one more time if you want. Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? The big bad wolf, the big bad wolf. Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? Tra la 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 la. Nice job, guys. You caught on pretty quickly. Okay, so here we go. Now, if you still need some time to collect your things, that's okay. You can pause me and get those. You can get those things. We're in no hurry. It's okay. So if you do have your stuff, go ahead and put it in a pile. I'm going to show you what I collected from my house, and it could be some of the same things that you collected. If it's not, it's okay. I told you to just get a couple things, and if we don't have the same thing, it's really okay because you're going to be able to take a look at the items that you have, the paper that you have, and you're going to be able to tell whether it's durable, strong, or not. Okay? All right. So let's take a look at what I have. Ooh! Okay, so the first item that I found was cardstock. Okay? Cardstock is a type of paper that is a little bit thicker than a normal piece of paper. Okay? So when I look at this paper, I can bend it in a bunch of different ways, and it kind of stays. If you've noticed, it stays. If I hold on to it, the sides stay up. It's that durable and that strong that it stays up. So it's thicker than an average piece of paper. Okay? You can even kind of feel it feels like a card, right? If you think about a card that you get, for your birthday or something, it's made out of that material. So it's a little bit thicker. I noticed that when I use this too, like I can almost make the shape of a house. So that might be maybe one that I want to continue using to build my house. Okay, the next one that I have is toilet paper. Toilet paper is another type of paper that I found in my house. And let's see, let me rip off a piece. Okay, so when I'm looking at this paper, I see that it's awfully soft. And that would be kind of a nice thing to have when you are thinking about a house, right? Who wouldn't want a soft house? But it also kind of reminds me a little bit of the straw, because the straw was really soft and very light. So, and not as heavy. And remember what happened with the straw with the little pigs? The straw just went everywhere as soon as that big bad wolf came and blew it away. So I'm wondering if the same thing would happen with toilet paper. If I blow on it, it moves pretty easily, doesn't it? Okay. And if I'm trying to bend it to make the shape of a house, it doesn't bend very well. So I'm kind of thinking, well, toilet paper is a really great paper to have. I'm thinking it's not going to be the best choice for my house. So, let's look at the next one. I have a piece of notebook paper. Notebook paper, like I said earlier, is very similar to cardstock, except the notebook paper is a little bit thinner. It's lighter, not as heavy as this, not as thick as this. So if I bend it, it stays, it kind of stays for a minute, but then it falls over. If I'm trying to picture building a house with this, I think, is it staying? It's falling down. I'm kind of thinking that the walls of the house are not going to be as sturdy, as durable, or as strong with the notebook paper. Okay. All right, my last one that I have is a good old cardboard. Okay, so cardboard is very thick. You can see how thick it is, even thicker than the cardstock. Okay, it's sturdy. You know, when you think about a cardboard box that comes to your house with things inside of it, it's protecting those things inside, right? So it's got to be durable. It's got to be strong. And when I look at it, I can bend it, I can fold it, and it kind of just stays, right? Look right there. It kind of looks like the walls of my house. So cardboard may just be another great material to use. So now that I've looked at my 4 materials, I'm going to take a look at my chart. If you go back to your chart on the handout, in your little graph, you can, if you haven't already drawn the type of paper that you have, you can go ahead and draw your paper. And then now it's your turn to decide whether your paper is strong and durable or not strong and durable. So I drew a picture of cardboard first. Here's my cardboard, and we determined that it was pretty strong and pretty durable, right? So I put a check next to the box, or under the box, excuse me, that says strong and durable. There, I did that. Okay. Then we looked at the toilet paper. The toilet paper we determined, well, very good paper to have, is not very wood. Not very strong or durable. So a check mark went right there next to the box that said not strong or durable. The third one was our notebook paper. So I drew a picture of my notebook paper, and then we decided that it was not strong or durable. So I put a check under the column that said not strong or durable. And then the last one was my cardstock. Okay, and the cardstock, I think, was one of the best materials to use. It was between cardstock and the cardboard for me. So I put another check under the column that said strong and durable. So now, if you haven't already done so, I want you to take a look at the paper that you found in your house. And if it's strong and durable, I want you to put a mark under the column that says strong and durable. If it wasn't so strong or durable and says and nothing that you can really use to build a house, then I want you to put not strong or durable. And if you need to put me on pause, that's okay. Put me on pause, and then you can come right back, because the next thing we're going to do is determine which is going to be the best choice. Okay, so I decided that I wanted to use the cardstock for my paper house, because the paper not only pretty, but I really like how durable it was. It was strong paper that I'm able to use to build walls in my house. When I think about a house, I think about walls, I think about a roof. Those are sort of very important things that I need to have for my house. And I felt like the cardstock was going to be the best choice. So in the bottom of this page, you can see where I drew a picture of what my paper house might look like. So I want you guys to do the same. You're going to first draw a picture of your paper house in the box provided. You can see I did that. And then comes the really fun part. If you need to pause me again to draw, you go ahead and do that. Okay, and this is the best part. Your challenge is going to be to take the most durable paper that you found in your house, whichever one you think is the best. And I want you to build a house out of paper. Take a look at my photo down there on the bottom. I completed my house out of the cardstock, and there's a picture of my house. And I used the cardstock to do it. Now, what's great about this is that all scientists make mistakes. So if you find that what you thought was the most durable doesn't really work, That's okay. Go back and try something else. You might want to try another paper that you found in your house. No matter what, all I want you to do is have fun, be creative, and just have a good time with it. So let's think back to what we were learning today, right? We're learning about the type of paper that we think is the strongest and most durable to build a house. So we looked at our 3 little pigs and we determined what was durable, what was strong, what did they use, and now we looked at our paper and we are going to build our own house. So I really had a great time with you guys today, and I hope that you enjoyed this activity. When you finish your houses, I would love to see a picture of your house and what you came up with. And remember, it may not always work the first time. Just keep trying and try a different type of paper if it doesn't work. Just have fun with it and be creative. And with Mom and Dad's permission, if you can share your picture with me when it's finished, I would love for you to show me what you learned and put it on Twitter at KCS Science, okay? Guys, thanks so much for joining me today. I had so much fun doing this activity with you, and I hope you did too.